what should you do if you have a dead email list or inactive subscribers in your email list? First, you have to understand how this happens. This tends to happen because a lot of business owners or brands, they're not fully aware of every aspect of their business, and they don't put all their energy into it, because business is such a broad thing. It includes so many different aspects of it, such as service delivery, such as managing, such as sales, such as leading the team, and things like that. There's so many aspects of business. So what tends to happen comes to email marketing specifically is that a lot of brands and business owners, they will set up certain platforms in their website to collect emails or numbers or names and things like that. But what tends to happen is that they don't have any flows or any automations set up in the back end system when it comes to their business. So when a subscriber does a specific action on their website, what tends to happen is that the subscriber who took a certain action, they will receive an email for it. They will receive anything, which sucks, because emails or flows and automations, what they do is they act as different touching point depending on where the subscriber is in their journey when it comes to your brand specifically. This is why we set up things such as the welcome series, which is a sequence of email that warm up the subscriber and introduce them to our brands, different bundles, different deals, different what we do and who we are. Or the sunset flow is specifically for people who are no longer engaging with your email list, and they're not even interested anymore. So it might be the last attempt to bring them back in or squeeze the last few dollars from them. Or say the browse abandonment cart, which is very important, because a lot of people, they go on your website, they may want to purchase something and something happened in their life, so they stop what they're doing and they have to go back and deal with these things. But if you set up that flow, when a person does that, there's an automation or flow that send them email automatically, which remind them of, hey, you left this thing out. This is why emails are very important when it comes to building back end systems for people, because it helps you to convert them in the long term. So what tends to happen is that brands owners, they're not building these flows, these automations, so they tend to build up these huge email lists, like 5 to 10, 20, 30,000 people, and they never send them a single flow or an email. And this tends to teach the subscriber, or train the subscriber mind to believe that you're inactive when it comes to that specific social media platform, because you might be active in Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, but when it comes to the specific social media such as emails, you're not active. So what happens is that you train them not to expect anything from you and things like that, which is very dangerous. And the whole point of email marketing here, we want to train them to expect educational material from us. We want to train them to expect different content throughout the week from us, which is very important, which is how you stay in your client or your subscriber mind, essentially. Just think about famous brands such as Starbucks, such as Apple, how they're able to have so many people buy their product, because they're always in the front, almost in the front of the people. They are everywhere, advertising, people speaking about them, people are holding their product and things like that. You want to be on that level, like I said, basically. So they tend to build up these huge email lists. They never provided a single content or anything to show them they active on their emails, which basically put the business or the brand in a position to lose a lot of money here, because a lot of these subscribers could be slowly converted into people who's going to purchase from you. But if we don't set up these back end systems, then we'll never lead to this point. So right now, I'll provide you guys with some tips on how to re-engage your dead email list. And the first step is to first create segments, inactive subscriber segment, essentially, which is going to be about subscribers who are not doing anything. People who do not click on your email, people who do not purchase, people who do not click on your website. Inactive segments, you want to create different segments: the 180 segment, the 90-day segment, and the 30-day segment. And these segments will show you where's the subscriber when it comes to their journey of your brand. Essentially, some subscribers might be in the 30-day segments, so it might be easier to convert them, while some subscribers might be in the 180-day segment, which take longer to convert them and things like that. So that's something to pay attention to. But through segments, it will teach you about your subscribers' behaviors, and through understanding their behaviors, you could tailor your emails for them. So when it comes to your inactive subscribers, you could begin with sending them a re-engagement campaign. Maybe you want to start with a plain text, very small, very light, and you want to maybe approach it from the idea of, hey, we're rebranding our business, we're starting a new launch, we're starting a new phase or something like that. You want to see what type of open rate and click-through rate that you're getting, and from there you start tailoring your emails, making them more, adding more graphics, more images and things like that. But you want to see what type of effect that the first re-engagement email have on them. You want to also to try different subject line and things like that, subject line and preview text, because subject line and preview text is essentially is what sells them to click on the email, and then what forced them to convert essentially is them reading the content of the email click-through rate, and eventually if they go through the click-through rate, this takes them into conversion. But first you have to focus on building your open rate and click-through rate, which later on leads to the conversion rate. Also, after you basically different segments and re-engage your subscribers, what you want to do is clean your email list. You want to get rid of people who are no longer engaging to your email list, because these people are dead weight and they're costing you more money to send emails. And one of the most important things in email marketing is we want to send email to the highest quality potential customer essentially here, which gonna allow us to save money in the long term and not send too many emails to subscribers who are not engaging.